My husband cheated on me with his colleague when he was drunk. A colleague I told him to be careful around and he said not to worry. Then he blamed the alcohol. About the birth, he has understood that he can't be with me in the delivery room anymore due to me still heartbroken and devastated by the news. I feel anxiety and I have to concentrate on mine and our child's well-being, and having him there would just be too painful. But then after the birth, he is devastated that I would be moving back to my dad's and he can't see her all the time. I offered that he could visit every day to see her development, but I will be breastfeeding. He asked me if I could give him a bottle and she could live with him every other night so she would get used to him and his smell too. And I literally freaked out and started hyperventilating by the thought of not being with her all the time in her first year. Nothing is fair, and I know I am being selfish. He is selfish too for cheating, but imagine not being with your baby. I can't imagine, so I understand it is hard for him too. Eta? My stepmom suggested we move back together during the first year and live like roommates. Cheaper and both can be with our baby. I hate this idea, but I know we need some compromises. Sorry for my English. This is the first time writing in English. We don't have a good community on Reddit for my country, besides I want to stay anonymous. I don't think he's actually slept with anyone else. Not sure on this last one, but I've caught him well his way at least 5 times. I have fucking lost count. He's always deeply apologetic, cries, says it was all talk and he would have never gone through with it and will never do it again. And like a dumbass bitch, I believe him every time. We have 2 kids, one 2.5 years, one almost 6. We could never afford a divorce or to live separately. My mother would never forgive me if I got divorced. So here, I am stuck. The last woman he almost slept with is someone we both work with. I have to see her every fucking day. Oh, and she's like 15 years older than him, what the fuck? How humiliating for me. Why does he keep doing this to me? No, I didn't let myself go after having kids. I snapped back each time. Genetics, not my own doing. I am almost 6 Hungarian forints tall and 135 lbs, not too bad in my opinion. No, we don't have a dead bedroom. Yes, less sex than we used to, but we have 2 young kids and both work full-time. Neither kid slept through the night until after their 2nd birthday, but we still had sex at least once a week, which isn't a ton, but I feel like should be enough to stop a man from attempting to hump anything available. He says he's sorry, but his actions say otherwise, obviously. I haven't spoken to him in like 4 days outside of kid-related things, and he doesn't even care. I've been in the bedroom crying all day today, 0 fucks given. My kids don't even miss me because he's the fun one. The only thing I'm good for is everyday life coordinating, planning, bill paying, etc. and cleaning up after everyone. He's a fucking slob, and will only realize how much I do for him when I'm dead. This is a bullshit life. I'm done. I can't bear to physically leave my kids, even though they're better off without me. So, only one option remains. The selfish one. Listen, I know if you read the title, there is an obvious answer which most people will answer, but please hear me out. I'm 21 and my husband is 22. We got married this past October and we're together since 2 years ago. He was amazing to me and treated me the way I always wished to have been treated. I told him about how I got cheated on in the past, and he made sure to always reassure me no matter what and made me feel perfect. In the beginning of March, I had this guy feeling to check his Overwatch chats BC. It's the only thing I never saw before. And I found chats with other girls, flirting and etc. One of the chats also included S&M asking for his Discord, which he sent. He told me that account was deleted, which means he never deleted it. When he came back home, I told him to pack his stuff and leave. He tried to beg and stuff but eventually left. Long story short, I took him back BC. I told myself I don't want to live my life wondering what if he changes, and I never know considering it was all online and no meetups of physical UKW. When I did, I asked him to be honest about everything and he was, until he wasn't. A couple weeks later I discovered he had a Tinder account, Bumble, other ones, a whole different Instagram account, flirting messages with one of his ex-coworkers, and other stuff, all of which was before I found out none of this stuff was anything new. I also forgot to mention that one of the conditions of taking him back would be to have all his accounts, email, access to his phone, you know it. I woke him up and asked him why he never told me about all that stuff. His excuse was that he was scared that I'd end up leaving if I knew there was more to what I found that day. I told him I want a divorce, and he kept convincing me on not leaving for something that was in the past, and that he truly never did anything since I caught him. I even tested him with other girls, and he didn't do anything either them. He just blocked them immediately. I tested him on his number since that's the only thing I don't have on my phone, so he had a chance to cheat if he wanted to. But he didn't. The problem now is when we're good, it's like life is perfect and he's the best husband anyone could ask for. But when we argue, he turns into this really mean person, and I feel even more hurt about it considering he should be acting his best with me. My question is, do cheaters truly change? Is it worth staying? If not, how can I leave? I feel so attached to this person. He was my first everything, and just the thought of him leaving makes me so scared. I can't see myself with anyone else. The couple days he wasn't home when I caught him, I was miserable and didn't leave the bed nor eat. I couldn't even drink water without feeling the need to throw up. Each time I pass by a guy now, all I see is the label cheater on them. If I was able to leave, I won't be able to have a relationship where I could trust the person, and that's not fair to them. I would really appreciate some advice. I always told myself if I get cheated on, I'd leave. But it's so hard when it happens to you.